You might think they're done with you, that it's over, that when they discarded you, they were finally finished. But here's the truth. Narcissists don't just walk away and forget you. They leave with a strategy. They discard you with expectations. They might not say it, but deep down, they're hoping you'll do exactly what keeps them in control, even when they're nowhere near you. It's not closure they want, it's control. So today, I'm breaking down 10 things narcissists secretly hope you'll do after they discard you. And trust me, if you've already done some of these, don't beat yourself up. I've done almost every one of them too. But knowing what they want is the first step to doing the exact opposite. Welcome back to another video. I'm Dylan, and this channel is here to help you heal from narcissistic abuse, rebuild your confidence, and start actually enjoying life again. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and let's break the cycle for good. Let's dive in. Number 1, blame yourself for everything. Let's start with the one that works way too often. They want you to look at the wreckage of the relationship and think, maybe it really was my fault. They hope you'll obsess over what you said, how you reacted, what you could have done differently. Because if they can convince you that you caused the discard, you stay stuck. You stay small. You keep doubting your worth, and that leaves a door cracked open for their return. Or just the satisfaction of knowing they still control your emotions from a distance. But here's what they don't expect. You stop the self-blaming. You seeing the manipulation for what it was. You realizing that someone who loved you wouldn't have treated you like that. Number 2, reach out begging for closure. This one hits hard. They want you to chase, to call, text, cry, scream, anything that says, please help me understand. But narcissists don't give closure. They avoid it like the plague, because giving you peace would mean giving up power. And if you come crawling for answers, they get to twist the knife a little deeper. They'll breadcrumb you, confuse you, or ghost you again just to reinforce that they're in control. What they don't expect is silence. They don't expect you to go no contact. They don't expect you to sit with the pain and still not give them the satisfaction of watching you beg. And when you choose healing over chasing, you take your power back. Number 3, try to prove your worth. You ever suddenly hit the gym after a breakup? Or post a bunch of stories showing how amazing your life is now? Yeah, me too. There's nothing wrong with improving yourself, but narcissists hope you'll do it for them. They want you to obsess over what you lacked. They want you to become the best version of yourself, not because you want to, but because you want to show them what they lost. It keeps them in your head. Even when you look like you're thriving, they're still pulling the strings. But when you heal because you deserve to, when you grow because you want to feel good again, that's when they lose access. They hoped they'd be your motivation, but you made yourself your reason. And that's where true freedom begins. Number 4, stay silent about the abuse. Narcissists hate exposure. Their whole game depends on people not knowing who they really are. So, when they discard you, they hope you'll stay confused, ashamed, or too exhausted to speak up. They might even say stuff like, "Don't make me look bad. Keep this between us." Or guilt you into silence by saying you're being dramatic. But their silence isn't maturity, it's manipulation. And listen, you don't owe anyone a tell-all, but you do owe yourself the truth. Even just saying the words, "It was abuse. It wasn't my fault." That's where your healing starts. They hope you'll keep protecting their image. But when you speak your truth, even if it's just to yourself or a therapist, you're already doing the one thing they never planned for: getting honest. Number 5, spy on their new relationship. Oh, this one's brutal. They want you watching their Instagram. They want you seeing how happy they look with someone new, because it's all part of the game. They post pictures, stories, subtle jabs, all curated to make you wonder, why wasn't I enough? But here's the kicker. You're not watching the truth. You're watching the highlight reel of a performance. The new supply is just the next player in a game you've already outgrown. And every time you don't check their page, every time you look away and focus on your own peace, you break the cycle. They hoped you'd stay addicted to the fantasy. Instead, you chose reality. And that's what healing looks like. Number 6, isolate yourself. They want you alone. Because if you're isolated, you're easier to control, even from a distance. After the discard, they hope you'll withdraw. Stop talking to friends, ignore support, spiral into loneliness. Why? Because a narcissist can't compete with a strong support system. But if you feel like no one gets it or like you're too broken to be around people, that's when their damage hits the hardest. But you can rewrite that script. Reach out to safe people. Talk to a coach, a therapist, a community that does understand narcissistic abuse. Because every conversation that reminds you you're not alone is a direct punch to their plan. Number 7, stay emotionally available to them. Even after they discard you, they might still keep tabs. They might send a "hope you're okay" text, or randomly react to your story after months of silence. It's not care, it's bait. They want to know you're still emotionally tied to them, still open to a reunion, still waiting, even if just a little. And if you respond, even kindly, it gives them a hit of control. But the healing move? Detachment. Not hatred, not revenge, just indifference. The narcissist hopes your heart stays theirs, but your peace says otherwise. Number 8, doubt your own reality. This is the most dangerous one. They want the gaslighting to stick. They discard you and hope that even after they're gone, you still question everything. Was it really that bad? Did I overreact? Maybe they weren't a narcissist. And if you doubt yourself, guess what? You won't trust your gut in the next relationship either. But the most rebellious thing you can do, trust what you felt. Believe your own memories. Validate your own experience. Because their power wasn't just in how they treated you, it was in how they made you question yourself. And once you stop doing that, game over. Number 9, rush into another relationship to move on. Narcissists want you unstable, reactive, looking for love like it's a bandage. I've been there. So, when they discard you, they hope you jump into something new, fast, desperate, unhealed. Because chances are, you'll attract someone who feels familiar. Someone who repeats that same toxic dynamic. And they get to say, "See? You're the problem." But when you take your time, when you sit with the pain instead of distracting from it, when you choose growth over rebound, that's when you break the pattern. You're not just moving on, you're moving forward. Number 10, give up on healing. This is the biggest one of all. They hope that discard breaks you. That you settle for being emotionally numb. That you stop believing in love. That you never fully recover. Because if you don't heal, then the story ends with their version of you. The broken, confused, dependent one. But your healing, that's their nightmare. Because it means you saw through the lies. You learned the lesson. You grew stronger. And you'll never let someone treat you like that again. Let's be real. Most narcissists don't leave without a plan. Even if it's unconscious, they discard you hoping that you'll collapse without them. That you'll live out the identity they created for you. Too sensitive, too needy, too much. But you don't have to play that role anymore. You can grieve and still move forward. You can feel lost and still find your way. You can look back without staying stuck. And every single time you choose peace over chaos, healing over chasing, clarity over confusion, you do the one thing they never expected. You break the cycle. You come home to yourself. And you prove, not to them, but to you, that you were always enough. Drop a comment and tell me, which one of these hit the hardest for you? What did they hope you'd do? And what are you choosing instead? And if this video helped you feel seen, validated, or just a little more powerful, it would mean the world if you hit that like button, subscribe for more, and share this with someone who might need it. Your healing matters, and you're not alone in this.